Hello ladies, it's Penny at Penny's Place on a Sunday afternoon, just gone 1 o'clock, and it's dry. We've had the odd bit of sunshine, pretty cloudy, but it's nice to see a bit of blue sky anyway. So, come on today, I've not done a little play along with you for a little while, so in between doing my dollies and things like that, I thought I'd have a go at making some gnomes for Christmas. So, two different types of clay I've been using, or paper mache I should say. This one is my first one, and this one I did entirely with some tin foil underneath, and then newspaper, soaked newspaper on top, which is brilliant, but it does take a while, quite a long time to dry and that. So I wanted to make some Arthur just thought, you know, wanted to do, but there's nobody else in the house, but I still wonder who it is, you know. And so what am I saying now? So I've made the paper mache base out of newspaper, tin foil first and then newspaper. And then this top layer is a recipe I found on YouTube, which I'm going to show you how we make it tomorrow, I think we will. But today I'm just concentrating on the base of the gnomes first. So that was like my first one. As I say, I've just used the newspaper way, but it did take quite a long time to dry. One tip is to put it in front of a fan, and it does speed up the drying a little bit better. So this is how I've got with number 2 and number 3, as you can see him. Yeah. So on these, I've just decided to give them some legs and feet to stand up. Okay. Now on this one, I've used just this tube as a base to start me off, to have something to wrap around. And then I've just used nearly all the tin foil from the kitchen. So if I was doing a roast chicken, he's not going to have the tin foil, is he? And then I got Arthur to cut these dolly pegs down. These were just dolly pegs I had somewhere. So I thought they'd be ideal for feet and legs, so that they stand up. They're still a bit wobbly, so what I've done is I've cut these boards out. This is just from, I save these type of things, you know, boards from books, notebooks and what have you. So that's what that is, and I can decorate that, and you can sit on that, and it'll be a bit more stable when I've done it. But unless you make the bottom really robust, do that. Or you could use a piece of wood like that, which is another idea, because you could do a little decoration around it. Anyway, we're not up to that stage yet. So I'll show you how I start off. So you need your glue gun on, which mine is. You need some type of tube, cylinder type, whatever width you want, or depth, depending on the size of the gnome you want. And then what I do is I just basically start putting quite a bit of glue, and then just start wrapping my tin foil around it. Yep. And we keep doing that. Well, it doesn't matter, it's quite good tin foil, you can smooth it out quite well. You know, you don't have to stretch it and make it dead smooth. These are rustic gnomes for Christmas, so it doesn't matter about being a bit skewick or anything else, really. I love gnomes. I like the very old-fashioned type in the garden, not the modern edition with the plastic ones so much, but I do like stone ones and with the more antique look about them. I've got one or two in the garden, but I do like the Scandinavian type for Christmas. So before I burn my finger anymore, I'm going to just put some along this top here. You see, just fold that in half, squeeze that down, and then we'll put another layer on. So you can make it really your decision how fat, how tall, or anything else you want. But you have to keep gluing them in to keep the tin foil in place. Okay. Of course, once you start putting your paper mache paste on, that will hold it as well. So we're going up a bit higher on this one now. I'll just squeeze that a little bit more. There, you can see we can go higher, so as long as you've got something to grab hold of at the beginning, and then you can shape it how you want. I'm sure there's lots of, well, I know there's lots of other tutorials which you may find a better grasp of it than me sometimes, but there we go, we do our best. So yesterday was lovely. My grandson came and he got his first car, a lovely little red car. It's got to be red, hasn't it, for your first car? And so for the first time, with his dad beside him as well, because he's still a learner, we went on a little trip round the block, not far, just round the block. And of course, well, we all had to wear, I dropped my glue stick, that's what I was going down there for, masks. So we were all safe from each other. Apparently Warrington has got a very low count of the COVID, so that's brilliant. That want to get us on the right track, especially before winter. So it seems only like yesterday he was a baby in my arms, and now there he is with his first motor car. So that's the next big step, is passing his test. Last year he got his first moped. But I've never put him down as a biker boy, but it's been very handy for him to go to his little jobs he has. He can't find full-time work just yet, what with COVID being around. Firms are not taking them on. He's done college and that. So but he's keeping himself busy doing part-time jobs and what have you. Of course, McDonald's being one of them. So this is what we're doing. We're going up and up, and I keep squeezing at my hand. And you can mould it to a certain extent, you see. So we're going higher. Do another piece. I've got plenty of glue in there. I was going to use my other glue gun, which I think it's a Bostik or something, mate, but ooh, it gets very hot. It uses bigger sticks, fat sticks, but it gets very hot and it's a bit of a drippy one. So it only comes out if I really need it for that type of thing. Okay, so you can see roughly what I'm doing anyway. I don't know what Arthur's bringing in. Maybe have a cup of tea. Have I still got a little bit in here? Not much. It was nice. And he just made me a lovely bacon butty and egg. That was lovely, that. So, this is what we're doing. So what we'll do is we'll go further up and up and make the hat as tall as you want. And then you squeeze up another piece to make a nose. You can make the body naturally fatter than this. So I'll show you in this next one. So this is how far we got. So I'm just pulling them apart here because I can see could have done with a little bit more glue there. So I'm just going. So we'll go back to it and keep looking. Make sure it's the shape and size you want. Now to put the feet in, what I did was, I think I used the round bit of the peg and pushed it in to make a bit of a hole. And then to keep them stuck in, I'll tell you the glue I used, which is quite a favourite of mine. If I can find it, there it is. I'll use this, the Gorilla wood glue. And I'll use this quite a bit. It's very strong, it's very thick. I don't know where the nozzle thing went, so we put a stick in it. And it's a good glue for modelling, I think. No good for sticking gems on the things like that. It's a very thick glue. But for this type of thing, I think it's good. Now, as you see, this one, not going to have legs. Not doing this one with legs. This one's just going to be a standalone. But with this having legs, what we've next got to do, of course, we always see time. I'm alright. And I've not got this far on any of them, so we'll see how we do. And what I'm going to do is, I don't think he'd have very, very thick legs, would he? But we want some tin foil, tin foil I should say. Now the feet, you can do exactly what shape you like. You can make it out like he's got boots on. You can keep that roundy bit, which I think I might do. Or you can shape it. Hold on, let me see, I've not knocked you off. Hang on. We put that there. I press this in some more. Okay. And then what about if that's a bit too much. One good thing as well when you're using tin foil and keep cutting it, you're sharpening up your scissors as well, aren't you? So, an added bonus. As you know, I do like my polymer clay stuff, and oh, another stick. I bought paper clay, but this recipe that I've found seems to be excellent, and I can also make it a little bit smoother. The lady who I got the recipe from, I think it's something like Ultimate Mash or Ultimate Paper Mache, something like that. I'll get the proper name when I show you how we made the thing. So you can see I'm making more of a sole, and you can see it's like pointing up a little bit, yeah? So I'm going to continue with that. What time is it? Oh, I can't see. Oh, hold on, let me see the time. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how we put the paste on. Okay. Let me put another piece on. Put some glue. So I've never done this before, but I said, I've made little gnomes, lots of little gnomes, and I've made snowmen out of clay and what have you. Olaf, I did Olaf for my granddaughter. Hey, that took some doing. That took some doing. So, actually, that's not bad that at all. And as I say, you're going to mould it again when you do the clay. You've got a little bit more stuff you can play with and shape with. But for a leg, I don't think that's bad. I'm going to fill up that part there as well. But I think I'm running out of time. In fact, I think I have run out of time.